Hello everyone, I'm Matt,
I'm Zach.
and we are ADHD. What the fuck? We are ADHD Gone Wild 7.
What? So far,
Excuse me.
I couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell where that was by location, but I understood it. It's pretty far from Rena's reaction. Well, that's why the guy that didn't want to commute to Okinamiya rented out the building from the forestry service and are attending this pseudo school house here. It's magic.
About half the children who know the place go here.
Hinamizawa.
Hinamizawa.
There's quite a lot of kids that come here on bike. Well, since they're attending this really messed up school, it might be pretty hard for them to get into higher education.
You might want to work on that art skills.
That's not true. Oh, that's you.
That's not true, Michan. If you study properly, you can go anywhere you want.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I totally agree with Rin on this one.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
she repeats herself a lot in this show, too.
Let's try our best. Except let's not. Who wants to
All
cheat
of you,
instead?
try your best. This old man will be rooting for you.
Can we just cheat instead?
Not just us, you too.
Hooray.
You should be preparing for exams, shouldn't you?
Nah.
Your future is bleak with grades like this.
Fine, just fine. If I get stuck, then I'll just mooch off Keiichi as he works forever.
If you didn't strangle you to death. What do you mean by work forever?
Well, as long as you put it out, I'm fine.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Hey!
Wah,
You're
wah,
too loud!
Wah, 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 wah,
Huh, you're too loud. Be quiet during self-study.
Wah,
The teacher yelled at all three of us. It was completely our fault.
wah, wah, wah.
Satoko saw it and chortled. How'd you say that? Chortled that? Whatever.
She laughed.
Yeah. I stuck out my tongue at her in response. It's just as Mion says. This school has nothing to do with higher education.
It really doesn't.
But it makes up for that by having lots of valuable things other schools don't.
Like?
Fun. Alright.
And thus, no one ever...
We don't have a uniform.
Yeah, I gathered that. None of you are wearing the same outfit.
If these go by faster, we might.
It's only June. I like one.
It's only June, but it's already so hot. I could hear the Higurashi outside chirping. Me. And at night, there are mosquitoes.
Actually, they were saying mine. Mine. Mine.
Mine?
Mine.
It might as well be summer already.
Mine.
My only salvation was that the mornings were still cool.
Mine.
Oh, summer, I do declare.
No.
Sadako was flapping up her skirt languidly.
Watch us learn English.
That's pretty unladylike here.
She doesn't seem
Well,
like...
it's got bad contrast and it's hard to see from this distance. Even if she was a little brat, she still was a girl.
Oh, Keiichi doesn't have quite cool with just a single button-up shirt. Keiichi does seem quite cool with just a single button-up shirt. I'm so jealous.
From how I see things, the skirt you're wearing looks like it would be much cooler. A girl like you just wouldn't understand. Wearing jeans during this season is how steamy the crotch gets.
Oh, you can see me, Howl? Excellent.
You know it. This girl has gone imagining something
I want to take
indecent.
it home with me.
It's so tiny and cute.
Those are words you never want to hear someone say.
Rinna's summer clothes have a nice, refreshing color. I want to take it home with me. Ching. I feel cooler just by looking at them.
Ha 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 ha. Thank you. They really do feel pretty cool.
I do wish my summer clothes were as breezy as Rena's.
Oh, yes.
But Sadako-chan,
Your summer clothes are so cute, being a one piece and all.
I'm not sure you're saying that.
I'd like to wear your summer clothes.
This is actually quite stuffy, you know. I do believe what you're wearing would feel much cooler.
Hooray.
But it wouldn't be much more fun with Caillou.
But it wouldn't be so much more fun with your Caillou clothes, Howl.
I had a feeling that Rena and Sadako based values were fundamentally different. Speaking of which, our school doesn't have a uniform.
Notice that all of you look different. Minus
you.
the tie. Yeah! It doesn't. As long as they're proper, then regular clothes are fine. There are quite a few students in regular clothes.
There were a few wearing uniforms, but they were all the same design and rather plain. What's the uniform they're all wearing? They're all the same.
Oh, never mind.
That's the city school's uniform. It's not like there's a rule, but they all wear them. But they're all wearing them. Speaking of which, everybody in our group is wearing a different uniform, aren't they? Did you go all out of your way to get them from somewhere? Why, yes. Mion-san supplied them.
Including my PCP.
I supplied them.
Mi-chan's relative runs a second-hand clothing store, which acts as a front for my drug ring. They can get school clothes from all over the country for cheap, they say. The PVCP, on the other hand, will cost you an arm and a leg.
So you asked those relatives to get a bunch of unique uniforms, school uniforms then. That Mion, she probably loves using her friends as dress-up dolls.
Whoa.
That must be a strange second-hand clothing store. I get that it's second-hand clothing store, but stocking clothes from schools all over the country. That's pretty strange for a second-hand clothing store. What's the point of stocking up clothes from faraway schools that they know nothing about?
It's all disguises for the murder.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know who's...
Yeah, I think so too. They also have used school swimsuits and PE uniforms. I don't like the idea of having used ones. If we can't tell, we're just going to speak generic. Doesn't that sound like the shop makes much money? They probably have Mion pitch in hopes so they can make a bit more. There you go.
But Mion-san, it'll be a big hit and become a great... But Mion-chan...
Oh my god, I can't see it very well. There's so much white in the background.
But Mion-chan says...
I know.
It will be a big hit.
But Mion-san says it'll be a big hit and become a great store. With such conviction.
Determination.
A second-hand clothing store that stocks school uniforms will be a big hit.
They must not
I don't
get
get
a
it.
lot of stores. This place is just kind of the crapper.
Alright, I guess we'll move on then. Actually,
Yeah.
that'll be sometime.
You know, maybe we could just fill the menu. Well, we need to save.
That's the plan.
Somebody needs to die.
And I took it a little too easy on the morning of my day off. I was totally late.
To meet her friends.
Today was the day Rena and Mion were going to show me around Hinamizawa.
Run! Why are they dressed? She's dressed like a servant. Actually, she's dressed like a sailor.
She generally does. Her school uniform was that too. Rena and Mion were already waiting at the meeting place. At least they changed clothes on this one.
It's true. Sometimes they don't do that.
Wait. Let's see what these clothes look like. Inflated!
It's horrible! No. No! I'm done. I'm about to leave.
Updated. Okay.
I'll drive back right now.
Kai-chan, you're late!
No.
Sorry, Sorry, I showed the show I was watching last night. It was really interesting. Blame that.
Game of Thrones.
Oh, so that's your excuse for being late and keeping two girls waiting. Can you say threesome?
No. What is a threesome? Misha, you just got here by yourself. Thanks for the delivery last night. You really came in through for me.
I'm glad to see that PCP's working out.
Oh, yeah.
Last night's episode of A Day in the Life of was interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah, I like the part where the dragon came down.
Oh, okay, so it was her. So she was just as guilty as me. Rena was carrying a pretty heavy-looking handbag.
Don't look.
What
Don't
is
look.
that? Mion answered my unspoken question with a wink. That's right, a severed head. Rena really did make a picnic.
Go find a boat somewhere.
Kei-chan.
After you left.
Kei-chan, after you left, Rena pulled out all the stops. It's not like I forced her to do it.
It was nothing. Don't worry about it, okay? Don't worry. The money was paid. Picnic was paid for easily. I sold a bunch of drugs. I took some of it too. You know, coincidentally.
Most of it.
I might actually be broke.
She's been like this since last night, you know.
Yeah.
She's been like this since last night, you know.
I'm like this all the time.
Can you take responsibility for this? You want me to... From what little I know of Japanese, that usually means sex. All right. I am a man, after all. I'll take responsibility.
Exactly.
Spread them.
Responsibility? For what? For what? Boy, did you call the cops on the deal? You know what I do to people who snitch on me.
As we both turned around slowly to look at Rena, our gazes drifted downwards to the massive handbag she was carrying.
I haven't cameoed in a while.
I think it seemed logically feasible that it would be entirely filled with lunchboxes. Except this was Rena we're talking about here.
Did you pack one for me? No.
About 2 kilos, I guess. We'll find out what it really is next time on Aviation Concept.
On Higurashi when they cry.
Yeah, you're right.
What will be in the picnic box? Will it be a severed head?
Did Rena overdose on PCP? Find out next time on Higurashi.
Will Sakoto ever
Everyone-
find love? And will someone die?
Eventually.